Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something very minimal. It's not going to be all over the place. So to start off, I'm going to prime my eyes with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn on this eye. And I went ahead and I fixed my lashes from Cute Lashes GH.
Me and my girls done pulled up. You know what we gon' do. I took 2 shots.
And I'm blending it with my beauty blender from Beauties.
You like that? I'm moving, keep moving. Feel like them boys, them sugar.
I'm not going to set it. I'm going to go ahead and use my transition shade, and I'm using Cocoa from my Yoshe palette, and I'm using my crease definer brush from MZJWAN.
You know you like it. So what you gonna do?
I'm going in with Calabar from my Masquerade palette, and I'm applying it with my Lash Classic shader from MZJWAN. I'm applying it right onto my lid. And the reason I didn't set my eye is because I wanted the product to have something to stick onto. Instead of using my eyeshadow primer, I decided to use this. For primer, I'm using my Laura Slim primer. And I'm applying it with my brush from Colorbox Cosmetics. Foundation, I'm using my True Match Lumi foundation in the shade C7 to C8.
Aim that pistol on me. I see. You want that, I want that.
And I'm blending it in with my Colorbox Cosmetic brush. I'm not applying a lot of makeup today because it's a simple beat that you have to do in case you're going to church or just an outing that you don't need to put on a lot of makeup. And next thing to go on in is with my concealer, and I'm using my Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn again. So I'm blending everything out with my Best Friend Beauty blender. After which I'm going to blend out the edges of my concealer with my foundation brush so that it doesn't have any harsh lines. So for those of you who do not have, we just have foundation and powder and concealer and that's all that you have, in order to bake or have just to look snatched, all you can do is to get your foundation powder and then get a beauty blender or a brush, but I prefer you use a beauty blender. You pick the product onto the beauty blender and then you start pressing it underneath your eyes, where you just applied your concealer. You apply the powder there.
You know you like it. So what you gonna do?
If you are someone who already has a setting powder, this step you use the setting powder instead. And I'm using Maybelline Clear Smooth Only One in the shade Toffee. That's what I'm using. So now the next thing to do is to powder the rest of our face, and I'm using my big powder brush to pick the same powder shade and go all over my face. So now for contour, I'm using my Cacao shade from Maybelline Cosmetic, and I'm using this brush to apply it onto my face. Do not have a darker powder, you can always use a darker shade of eyeshadow to apply as your contour powder. So I more times use this Cocoa shade, or I use a different eyeshadow shade that is darker for my contour. So now moving on to blush. For blush, I'm going to use my eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use this shade. You already know that I already used this shade to apply as my blush. And I'm applying it on the high points of my cheeks, blending it into the contour. If I was using this palette, I would have used this shade, this eyeshadow shade, as my contour shade. So I'm going to use that for my jawbone area.
Right, ooh. Act like you want it, don't play around with
now also cut your cheekbones if you want your cheekbones to really stand out by using the same powder that you used first to press underneath your eye to set your concealer. So I'm using the same one just to cut my cheekbones, just very slightly, not too much. Preset our face right now, and I'm going to use my Lux Organic Hydrating Rose Water Mist. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I only went in with a lip gloss that I got from Classic. It's a clear lip gloss that I put on, and also this is just a simple look. I didn't really do a whole lot of things. I didn't bake for that long with certain powders and all different types of this and that. So far as you have your foundation, your powder, your concealer, your primer, your brushes, 2 or 3 brushes, you can use that, and also try and get a beauty blender. It's going to help you achieve a very good look. Any beauty blender that you have, you can use it. And also an eyeshadow palette. Don't forget to have an eyeshadow palette that has all the right shades in it that you can use to create a look like this, or any different kind of look, you know. So I'm going to leave you guys right here, and then I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay blessed. Bye.